best players and even silently asked for them to guide them out of this. You know, we've got to be better than what we've shown. We need you to lead us.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw here. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series you have to work hard to pick up those downs, and you take the stall when you do that.
So the victory gets a ball down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Though he's seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter, here's another good example.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
Pass caught by the running back, Dalvin Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a breaking touchdown. Hunter Henry, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary reading, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Throwing is Jackson.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 7-7, our score after one. A first down carry for Henry. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Jackson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Jackson now. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in. Third down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 43. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Play action. It's Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play quarterback in this league, and he does a terrific job there, hustling in quickly to make the play.
Yeah, And this was just really well done on third down because he doesn't have a lot of time to analyze things. He's got to make a snap decision and go. And his decision there, right on. He rocketed in and made the play.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield.
We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his left.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
17, Vikings 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And he'll be taken down before they reach the 50. 23 yards the pickup there. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
They're going to look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
They'll set up a throw.
The pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
They run with Henry on 1st down, but nothing much materializing as he'll get forward only for about a yard. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
1st down, Ravens.
The pitch to Henry. They find some open field here. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
The kick is good.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The return man. And this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Justin Jefferson,
59 yards. throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with a two-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Jackson going to hold on to it again.
And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Offense set at the line for this next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson.
That is caught, Rashad Bateman.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously, they want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've got to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Could you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
They start the drive with Cook. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Back to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he's got it inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll run with Cook. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Dalvin Cook so good in the open field, but he's equally good down here near the goal line. He can find those seams and just push his way through. So he might get another chance or two to punch this one in.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
David Ojabo running in to take him down.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is indeed good, and this is back down to a 7-point game.
The 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now it's Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second and goal from the 1. Jackson will keep it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
It's the score. Ravens 31, Vikings 17. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give him credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, he has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Ravens have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. 133 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
A great run, but, you know, this is probably where the offensive coordinator is saying, geez, we could have used a couple of these earlier in the game.
Hey, he's probably telling the head coach, well, talk to the run game coordinator about that. I just call the plays. We should have had this going right from the beginning.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Borregales now on for the point after.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Ravens 38, Vikings 24.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. Really? Put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Henry. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
And it sense it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll look to throw here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Caleb Evans. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Borregales now on for the point after. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing is Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. He'll get 7 yards there on the keeper. But still 4th down. That looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That'll go as a 42-yard punt. They'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll look to throw. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 49.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So for Baltimore, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.
fun, then like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read a nigga hooked on finance. Say a lot of things and never catch like Sonic. Zoom, I'm gone. When I'm in my zone, I get it going Donkey Kong. They got the $100, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh, no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down.